Hi everybody, welcome back to a brand new vlog. Mama's in the kitchen, cooking up not very much to be honest, but I'm making protein pancakes for the morning. We've got a lovely bit of sunshine coming through the windows. These are my fave, vegan protein pancakes. They're from Free Soul, big fan, these are delicious. You literally add like 50 grams of this to a bit of milk. So I've used coconut and that's it, and they make the most perfect pancakes. It just felt like a day where I wanted some pancakes today, so that's what I did. A little bit of coconut oil from Forest. Hey, just me in the future, popping in to say, what on earth is on my dress? I'm so sorry, I had no idea I was covered in cake batter apparently. They just cook so easily, so I'm a little bit addicted to having these. And then I like to just put a load of like black cherries on top and fruit, and it's just a really good and somewhat healthy breakfast, so can't complain. It's like 9:30 in the morning, Wednesday morning. I only have a few little bits to do. Well, I technically only have a few obligations today, which I love. When I've got obligations, it always makes me feel a little bit more like on edge. But when I have few obligations, it means I can kind of crack on with work, admin, life without feeling this like any time pressure. And when I don't have time pressure, I respond better to life. So that's how I'm feeling. Top of my mind right now is that I am looking into Costa Rica flights because we want to go over there at some point this year, primarily to see one of our very, very good friends, Carly and Leon. They live over there now, lucky things. And so we really want to go and see those guys. Do you know what, maybe I'm gonna bowl. We really want to go and see those guys. So I've been looking at flights. It's a little bit more convoluted than I was hoping. Like there aren't any direct flights with BA, and I only fly BA because always only fly with one airline, guys. Loyalty programs are there for a reason and they reward you. Blueberries and cherries, because what else would I do? Let's just put the frozen blueberries and cherries like this into the microwave. Yeah, so we're going to fly over there with BA, however, there isn't any direct flights at the time of year that we want to go, so that's slightly annoying. They cook perfect, like this pancake is literally moving around in the pan and I haven't even asked it to move yet. Like, that's how nice and simple this is. I love it. Yeah, so I'm going to be looking into that. I need to look for hotels, etc. So that's exciting, because that's like a big bucket list trip ticked off. Cherries and blueberries done. I had the most fantastic birthday though, you know. Such a fantastic birthday, like so many amazing friends were here for us. We had such a brilliant night. The donuts went down a treat. That was like the best thing I could ever have bought for everyone, because it meant that anyone that was vegan or gluten-free could eat the donuts. So that was a perfect dessert choice. And in fact, we also have another party this weekend. It's my family kind of birthday party. A lot of my family were born in June or July or August. We're gonna all have a bit of a joint birthday party here this weekend, which will be wonderful. And I'm really looking forward to it. So I need to get the house kind of prepared again. We've got the same amount of people staying over. But yeah, family parties are my absolute favourite thing. And I can't wait. We're gonna do pizza night. The flatbreads went down so well at the weekend that we're gonna do that again, but we're gonna make them into pizzas. And I think that my niece and nephew, well, my nephew especially, is going to love making pizzas. So that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, I'm just in such a lovely mood today. Like I've got my makeup on, it's only 9:30 in the morning. Like I'm ready for the day. I don't feel any stresses today. So, next pancake on. I've got my pancakes, I've got my blueberries and cherries. I've put loads of toasted coconut down. I'm gonna add in, this is my favourite, coconut peanut butter from Meridian. It's just absolutely delicious and goes with everything. Usually I'd add yogurt, but I've not got any yogurt, so that's a shame. I'm gonna add a couple of pistachio kernels and some goji berries. Yummy. Now I was gonna put on some maple, but I actually don't think it needs it. So I'll leave the maple off. And this is it. Obviously it doesn't look absolutely aesthetic, but why does it need to if I'm about to eat it? Okay, so I realised that the last time you saw me, I was in this room. However, that was 3.5 hours ago. I'm back for more food because it's 12:30 and it's time for food. I'm gonna make a smoothie. And look what I have over here. A whole watermelon. So I'm gonna make, I'm thinking of making like a mango watermelon smoothie. That's what I'm gonna do. watermelon. Right, okay, this is so huge. Whenever I go away anywhere that is vaguely hot, watermelon is literally my fruit and drink of choice because it's just so good. And it's almost like they just seem to have watermelon on tap in these places. So I just order so much of it. So it's kind of nice when I actually take the time to buy it here. I'm just quite lazy and can never be bothered cutting them up, but today's the day. I did buy this for the party and never ended up using it. I figured if I mix it with some, oh hi! I thought maybe if I mix it with some mango, it might pad it out a bit, add even more tropical flavour. Alternative option is mix it with some frozen strawberry and then it's like a watermelon strawberry. Could also be kind of nice. Yum. I'm also going to do this entire watermelon because I always make the mistake of cutting up half because I'm like, oh, I don't need a full one. I'll leave it in the fridge. And then I never go back to the fridge again to get it. And so I always have the corpse of a half watermelon or a half mango or a half melon in my fridge. And it's a trait of mine I hate about myself. So honestly, this is why people do food prep. Because everyone can't be arsed doing this kind of stuff. Yummy! You like watermelon? Go on. Case in point, watch this. I have a half melon and a half watermelon in the fridge already. And I've not been going to get these thinking they're lightly off now. Let me have a smell. Do you know what? That doesn't smell bad. It's not off, but it's very tasteless. This, compared to this, has about 50 times the flavour of this one. So, in that case, I'll leave it to the side, may use it, may not. However, this, cantaloupe, come on then. And it's flipping delicious. This is going in my smoothie. God, that's so flavourful. Oh, I'm having a really nice day, you know. Just been chilling on my phone, keeping up with the world. Done some emails, I've done some financial planning this morning. Then Alex is going out later, so I'm going to be doing a bit of a pamper afternoon when he goes out. And I've got PT lesson as well, so Fentamelo. Weirdo. Honestly, the fussiest dog you've ever met. Most dogs would snap your hand off for a piece of melon. I don't like that cantaloupe melon, it's too fancy. Won't need long because it's literally mush. I literally have a full pot worth of this. So I don't want to add any ice to the actual watermelon because then it's just going to dilute it more. Well, it'd be nice to have it colder. I know, Bo, it is delicious. That's so good. That watermelon was so juicy, Bubba. So juicy, I can't even explain. Would you like a little cupful? Oh, do you know what's really good? That extra melon. I can taste the cantaloupe in it. This is a reminder for future self. When I'm making watermelon juice, buy a cantaloupe, whichever one, melon, because that within it just adds even more like sweetness. Do you want to try a bit, Denham? Little legs. It's nice and sweet. Try. Go on. Go on, darling. You look so small and so filthy. My little sausage. My little sausage roll. And you. Just to put this into perspective, that was one big watermelon plus a half of a cantaloupe. Half of a cantaloupe melon. I can only imagine what one cantaloupe melon in there would taste like because that is divine. Future me. You're gonna love it. I'm gonna take one for Alex. He's gonna like it too. The part of the day I have been looking forward to. I've just finished off a reformers lesson. In fact, no, I tell a lie. I actually finished the reformers a few hours ago. Since then, I've had like an hour-long catch-up with Susie to chat about loads of things that we didn't manage to chat about at the party. I have made a really delicious Spanish omelette. I think the key was, it's probably the best Spanish omelette I've ever made, and I think the reason was I fried off the onions before I put them in, and I also fried, both in coconut oil, I fried off little tiny pieces of sweet potato, fried them separately, then put it in with the eggs, and some little black olives into the oven, baked it like a frittata. Absolutely sensational, so that was amazing. And then I just made date bark, my favourite healthier like dessert treat. And I've just filmed it for TikTok actually because it's so good and I don't want to forget about doing it. So whenever I don't want to forget about something, I often like put it on TikTok or on here for you guys, so don't forget it. Anyway, it's into the night. Alex is out. he is at an event. He's doing a project in London, which is really cool for him. Really excited for him. So he's off doing that. So I knew he'd be out, so I wanted to have like a little pamper evening myself. I'm just going to do some lovely evening rituals tonight, I think. First up, I'm going to take off my makeup, but then this is the paid for advertorial of this video with CurrentBody. Now, I do have a discount code for CurrentBody. This is a brand that I feel like likely you've seen a lot of your favourite content creators and YouTubers talking about. I've also talked about them numerous times before. This here is my CurrentBody Dermaflex. I still use this probably 3 times a week. It is a red light. I often do red with the infrared yellow and then on, and then I wear my little red light eye protectors, half an hour. But I also do that whilst I have these on. My lymphatic leg boots. I have 2 different types. I have TheraBody and I have these from Normatec. I have 2 different sorts and I use these every single day. If I miss one, it's because I'm being lazy and can't bother getting them out and plugging them in. Yeah, I will lie here. Oopsie! But I'll lie here with my head under here. It's so comfortable. I often fall asleep. I often put on a podcast or something, so obviously you've got to keep your eyes closed. And then I put my lymphatic boots on. I'm one of those people that really enjoys multitasking, so that's what I do. So that's CurrentBody. I've spoken about it before, and like I say, you've probably seen CurrentBody spoken about on numerous different channels. So many of you have messaged me in the past and said, like, is it worth it? You know, all the different devices. And genuinely, I believe it is. Not only is it good for my own mental health and exciting me to relax and pamper, but equally I've noticed amazing things with my skin. It has massively helped to reduce these bruises underneath my eyes. I've been going under my red light because of that. They are tiny now, these little bruises, which I'm so thankful for. But just in general, to keep my skin a little bit healthier, I know that the last few weeks I've had a really strange time with my skin, really strange, which I really believe is actually due to hay fever. And it may have also been something to do with the detergent we were using. We started to use a really intense conditioner and I think it could have been that, because I've thrown it away since, because I could really smell it on the pillows, so I do wonder if it was that. But otherwise, I really believe it helps me just to kind of maintain the look and feel of my skin. And before anyone starts up, I know I have injectables, I know I have treatments, because in my mind, my reasoning always is, if the treatment is there and you can afford to do it, and you want to do it, you have a reason to do it, then who should tell you otherwise? Like, don't be shamed into not doing these amazing treatments for your skin. Do what you want to do. However, if you don't, and you prefer devices that will help encourage collagen stimulation, skin rejuvenation, skin repair, plumpness, all of the things that we all want in our skin, then there are devices out there to help with that. And this is the latest one. This is the new ZIIP Halo. They've actually had some really fantastic statistics to show on consumer trials with this. Sorry, I just went to take off my makeup. I wanted this to be a moment for us both to learn a lot more about the ZIIP Halo. I've seen a lot of my peers using this. I've seen a lot of different people online using this. I've been extremely intrigued. As you know, I am a skin treatment fanatic. I love to try something once, at least once, to see if I love it. And the amount of people that I've heard raving about this little device, you can hear it buzzing. This syncs to your phone. There is also an app included, which I was literally just looking into because it's really brilliant and innovative. On the app, they have all of these different facials that you can give yourself with the device. And then so for example, this first one, the lift, which is 4 minutes long, you start the treatment, you sync, so it's just synced, and it literally talks you through how to do the exact facelift. And I've just been watching, and this lady's showing all the different movements and where to press the device, etc. So I'm looking forward to this. They are praising this little device as this new alternative to facial treatments and especially Botox. This is for contouring, reducing lines and wrinkles, skin rejuvenation, tightening of the skin, lifting especially, like everyone that I've seen using it is just like pulling it upwards over the skin and contouring and lifting their face, and that's why I think they are kind of coining this the most powerful non-surgical facelift and Botox alternative. It uses microcurrent and nanocurrent, a dual waveform technology. So the microcurrent targets facial muscles, mimicking a workout for a lifted, tightened look, which I think we all want. And the nanocurrent, electrical wavelengths sync with impulses for cellular growth and repair. So within the box you get this little gel. Conductive gel, electric complex. Apply 4 to 8 pumps to clean dry skin. So you have to apply this, by the way, because it does use these vibrational currents. And without this, I think you're just going to zap your skin. So as the lady said, down onto beneath the chin, and then everywhere else on the face. I've been told I'm going to see some real difference in the contouring and lifting of my face and the overall tightness and feel. So, put on my gel, you get this in the box. Also, of course, you can then just keep buying the gels, and my discount code, which is Victoria, will get you 10% off not only the ZIIP Halo, but also the gels that you want to buy. And I've asked the team if they would also extend it to the red light masks as well. I think that includes this one. It also includes this mask too, which I have, again, I have it in my drawer by the side of my bed. I've even got like a little quick start guide, again, that shows the different movements. So you start with a firm pressure. You wait until it beeps. So it says to kind of run it up, to tighten up here. Okay, so now I'm moving to the side of my face. So underneath this contour, I mean, it's a bit of an alternative to a gua sha. I mean, if you were doing this every single day, it's so funny. It's like this little really light nano vibrations. Pressing up and away. This is a 4-minute treatment, by the way. So you can just keep going. It's like an alternative to a gua sha. It's quite lovely. It's so funny, like the little vibrations. Like I've got this here, and I can almost feel like a little tickler here. Like it's almost like it's, ooh, okay, I'm done. I mean, this is like literally like the movement of a gua sha. If you did this sort of movement alone, it's gonna really help shape and tone the face anyway. But when you add in the nano currents that are all helping to tighten and firm up the skin, it's gonna help stimulate the collagen, tighten up any lines and wrinkles. And actually my skin does look really nice and glowy now after this. Founder's favourite, what's this? Intensity 1. Oh, so there's different intensities. Okay. Noticeably smoother texture and tighter skin. Start the treatment. So it sends the treatment from here to your zip. So now it knows I want to do this treatment. So she's applied the gel. Follow what she's doing here. No, she's literally just kind of like rubbing it everywhere. So this is putting out a nano current now, but not the micro current. So this is more about massage, but with the nano current at the same time. I mean, her cheekbones are absolutely unbelievable. This is really impressing me because otherwise I get a little bit confused about where to go with the machine. I like technology that works like this. And so this is far more appealing to me personally to do this, knowing that not only am I gua sha-ing, techniquing my skin, but actually there's a nano current coming from this at the same time. I think this is something I can get quite addicted to be honest. You can use it 3 to 5 times a week, and that's when you'll start to see real change. After 3 days, you'll be even more glowy. After 3 weeks, flaunt smoother, brighter skin. And then in a minute, I'm gonna go have a bath. Then I'm gonna get under my red light. And then at the same time, I'm gonna put on my leg boots and then wait for Alex to get home. You wanna try out this new ZIIP Halo. Use the code Victoria, you get 10% off. It's a good time to try it, but I will keep on using this. And I'll report back soon as to how I'm kind of seeing it all going. On that note, I'll see you in the morning. Hi everybody. I think it's a few days since I last saw you actually. I wonder if maybe I'm a bit too casual for the day. I'm about to head out to... I need to go and buy food for this weekend. Last weekend we had the friend parties, and this week we have the family party. And so I have all of my family, well, on my mum's side, coming around tomorrow. So I need to go out. This isn't any less casual, but I'll throw a jacket over it in a minute. Yeah, so I'm literally about to go to the store. I was about to go out looking the way that I did, and I've had second thoughts. I'm gonna put a little tiny bit of product on my skin. Charlotte Tilbury Magic Water Cream. My skin is so much better, by the way. Thank goodness at this point. My eyes are definitely better. They're not completely fully right, like that hurts a bit. They're not as bad as they were, thank goodness. I'm gonna go for the Ilia Skin Tint. Wait, is that the right one? No, that's too light. Yeah, this one, in Formosa. A little bit of that, and I'll mix it with a little bit of the Ilia Triple Serum. And I'm definitely running out of this, because the triple serum is a little bit deeper, so I often like to mix these two together if I'm a little more tanned. But I love these for really glowy, gleaming skin that just looks like skincare. Like it, anytime I wear this, I get compliments because it just goes into the skin and looks like skincare, but your skin literally is gleaming. I literally came up here to get myself ready to go to the shop and thought I'll record it just to kind of show what I've been doing recently for very minimal makeup and to get an extremely glowy base. So these two together are extreme glow, and that's mainly because of the oil content. It's a lot of oil. I'm gonna do the Clé de Peau concealer. Literally, I just want a tiny bit, maybe a bit there, and maybe a tiny bit of these. Okay, more than I expected, never mind. So I have been cleaning again all morning. Just feel like I'm constantly cleaning this house and tidying and putting things away, and I also cleaned all of Alex's wardrobe earlier. Not because he asked me to, but because sometimes I just get like the urge to do something, and it was such a mess and there was no organisation to anything. Like there was all categories of clothes were all mixed with other categories of clothes, and it was driving me mad. I don't know if any of you feel the same about your husband's wardrobe, but I was like, right, I'm gonna fix this. I spent a good hour and a half tidying everything away properly. It's been a productive morning, as ever. I've done a little bit of editing to get some work done, but otherwise, I'm taking the rest of the day just to get the house prepped. So yeah, I am gonna go buy all of the pizza dough, all the toppings for the pizza. Definitely don't need any more alcohol. We have so much from last week. But then also me and the family have started this new thing where anytime someone is hosting the gathering, everyone else brings something, which I think is really, really nice to do. It's something we've started doing. It just means that no one arrives empty-handed, which I personally really love. I'm gonna put some of this on as freckle. I really like this road freckle. So I've got one person on crisps and dips. I've got one family member bringing the cake, and I wanted a caterpillar cake because it's my cousin's and my auntie's birthday, and obviously it was mine last week. One person's bringing the cake, bringing the cheese and biscuits. Yeah, and obviously we are doing all the pizza, booze. It's kind of nice, everyone sort of mucks in, which I think is great. Oh, I love that. That freckle. Beautiful. This is meant to be low-key, what I'm doing here. I'm literally just going to the shop, so I don't need much on here whatsoever. So I've added it over my lips. I'm going to use the Victoria Beckham light brown just to brush these up a little bit. Emma coming! Hi! Do you want to sit up here? I've got this laid out. Me and Alex bought this for our nephew Ted. If any of you have been to Cornwall, for any of you from abroad or like the US, you probably won't get this. This is one of the most popular Cornwall brands ever, Fat Willie's Surf Shack. It's just one of those like icons, and so we got in the cutest little blue Fat Willie's Surf Shack. Oops! Surf Shack t-shirt, new Key Cornwall. We just like to buy little cute things, and we saw that. We were like, blue is gonna look so cute with he's got red hair. He's got like bright red hair. He's the most beautiful little boy. So we just wanted to get him a little cute Cornish gift. This is the Jones Road in mauve. Really nice, and it's kind of like that your lips look better kind of thing. And then over top I'll just do some road gloss. And that will do. I just literally wanted something just to brighten my skin up a little bit so I didn't walk into the store looking too disheveled. So yeah, that's kind of like my no makeup, just when I want my skin to look quite fresh. So I will probably now, I mean, bearing in mind it's quite a warm day. But to go around the store, I might put on, let's put on a little denim jacket. Okay, I'm gonna swap, for the sake of colours, I'm gonna swap my leggings out to black. I will add my black sandals, and I'll add some Fleur Missing Person. It's like my favourite, absolute favourite day wear scent. In fact, that reminds me, I want to buy some of the body lotion, just so that I can cover myself in body lotion, put this over, and hopefully smell more like this throughout the day, because, oh gosh, I love it. It's one of my absolute favourites. And then I just treated myself to these. I already own these. These are the YSLs. I'll leave them linked down below for you so you can find them, but I took them away on the American road trip, dropped them profusely accidentally and did scratch them, so I've rebought them unscratched because they were unwearable and they're my absolute favourite sunglasses. So yeah, right, I'm ready. I'm gonna quickly go get all this food, come back to start prepping for the night, I think. Hi everyone, welcome back to our Manchester apartment. It's been a little while actually since we were last here. Feels like ages actually since we were last here. But we're back for a gig. We're going watching Alkaline Trio tonight. Alex had this booked in for a really long time. So we're having a bit of a date night, gig night, which we always love. But it's given me a bit of time actually to do a bit of tidying, because I've always had it on my mind that we never spend enough time here for me to like really get to grips with what I've got here and what I don't. Just been tidying up a few little bits. I'm going to take this gorgeous Vice Spring mattress topper home with us because I think we'll actually utilise this more at our other house, which I'm really glad about. I'm not showing you this before actually. This is the little storage cupboard in here. I've tidied all this up and I'm so, do you know, it's so funny, the things that make me happy. It's been on my mind for ages that I didn't know what was in this cupboard. So now I've tidied it up. It just means we've got a bit of camera equipment, we've got extra bedding, we've got the Dysons, so that's great. This is like, we have like a ventilation system. We've got the hot water system. This is where we keep the washing machine, the Miele wash and dry, which is actually really, really good. The fact that it's, you know, a washer dryer in one, and I know a lot of people tend to kind of steer away from getting washer dryers because they've often got a bit of a bad rep. This one is really brilliant, actually really works as a dryer as well. In our bedroom, the one last thing I need is I'm going to get like a faux plant in here because this room doesn't get a lot of light. It's got a lovely ambience to this room, but it's not got a lot of light. So I can't really keep anything alive here. I'm going to buy like a faux plant for there. We're sort of keeping the spare room all made up because I just think it looks really nice like this. And the amount of times we have people over, then we need to make the bed and then take down the bed and make the bed and take down the bed again. It just didn't make sense. So yeah, so from now on we have the bed always up, which I think is really nice. Again, this room, it gets some incredible light in here. It's so nice. It does, doesn't it look really like tranquil? So I really love the colours in here.
Look how big the ceilings are.
I know, it's really...
We've got some really nice furniture in this flat, I forget.
Yeah, we've got some great furniture. It is really great furniture. It's only, what time is it? It's like 3 o'clock.
Yeah, no, it's coming up to 4.
Oh, is it? Yeah, it's 4 o'clock. We're just gonna go and meander. We're just gonna go and meander, I think, and go around like the canals near Ancoats, sit in, get coffees, and just taking a bit of the chilled vibe. I'm very chilled today. I'm wearing probably my oldest piece of footwear ever. These are a pair of Converse that I may have had in college. Probably was college that I had these. These are like my gig shoes. Hello, darling. Hello. Like anytime I go to a gig, I wear these Converse. But today especially, I really wanted to wear these Acne jeans. And because we're going to a gig, I thought I'd better put on something that's going to be comfortable. And then I wanted to wear this cute little white crop as well. I'm going to be too hot actually in this. It's a really gorgeous hot day. This might be a little bit too hot, but I thought I'd take it anyway. So we're going to go meander around, go and get a drink, and then get like an early dinner before the gig, I think. I just love being back in Manchester. It just makes me feel so calm. Last night we had a really wonderful party, family party, so me and Alex are actually quite tired today, like shattered. I fell asleep on the train here actually. But we had such a lovely time. The whole family came over and we all sat around the fire pit again and had the fire pit on. We did s'mores and we just had lots of drinks and cheese. Just loads of like reminiscing and stories and, you know, just that real family time. But just means today we are a little bit, it means we're a bit tired. Look at this perfect little sunspot he's found. Oh baby. Oh, little tail. Oh, is that a nice little spot for you? Morning. Gosh, I am looking particularly tired today. The bags are real. I don't know why. I feel like I've not been sleeping long enough. Maybe I'm sleeping too much. maybe I'm actually sleeping too much. I just doused myself there in Fleur Missing Person. I'm absolutely obsessed. Like, as my day wear scent, like really obsessed with the idea of making that my smell. I love it so much. It's a super unique scent. I remember when Chriselle Lim brought this out, especially for TikTok, was so clever because everyone was just sort of showing their partner and saying, doesn't this remind you of someone? And they're like, yeah, who is it? And it was kind of like this whole strategy of kind of making it out that the scent kind of reminds you of someone because it's a scent that you can't quite put your finger on what it is. It's such a unique scent that it almost smells like someone, if that makes any sense. You know how sometimes some people have a scent and then you could just smell it when you're out and you're like, oh, that reminds me of, say, my granddad or my nana or whatever. It kind of, the strategy was so clever for it. Anyway, and it completely intrigued me, so I ended up getting it. And then ever since, I've been such a fan. I love it. Anyway, at the moment, I'm really obsessed with it. Like, I want it to be my day scent. So yesterday on Space NK, I treated myself to like the body lotion, the body oil, the hand cream, the small Travelo size version. And I'm just going to douse myself in the body lotion and everything else. The body wash is out of stock. I can't get it because it's so popular, but I'm going to keep an eye out for it. For me and my really dry skin, the reason I put so much perfume on is literally because I have such dry skin that it doesn't hold perfume at all. Like, I'm not one of those people that gets many compliments on their perfume because you can't smell it on me. Even if I do like douse myself in absolutely loads of it. It annoys me, but anyway, so I am eager to change that, and I thought I'll go for the body lotion, I'll get the whole shebango and try that. So I'll let you know how I get on. If I start getting some compliments, I know it's working. And I'm doing a very light, very natural makeup base, just because we're going home and I don't really need anything on my skin, but I don't want to look completely dishevelled today. So just a little quick something. The Valentino concealer I completely fallen in love with. My Valentino trip, because I'd never used it before. And then over top, Illuminate CC in Fair. It just gives you that beautiful glassy skin look. I'm going to go in with another layer of concealer because I think I need it. Anyway, we had a really fantastic time last night. I always love it when me and Alex go to gigs because it's just such a nice thing to do as a couple, I think, isn't it? To go out to gigs like that. So we had such a fantastic time. I mean, in fact, like, talking of that, me and Alex really want to get into doing more. Since we went to Cornwall and played that paddle game, me and Alex are obsessed with the idea of starting to play paddle together. So that's something that we're going to start doing, I think. Really excited about that. Alex wants to start doing pottery classes as well. Like, we're both kind of eager to enrich our lives with doing a bit more on the everyday, or even just on the weekly. I just want to be doing a bit more in the weeks. It might sound crazy as someone who is quite busy, but honestly, since last year when I was speaking to you guys about the fact that I was worried that I wasn't, you know, making the most of life and all I cared about was work and I needed to find more balance, honestly found that balance. Probably not to the absolute extent that I need to. I probably could do a little better, but I think overall I've really started to understand now why I need that balance. And actually, dare I say it, I feel like I've started to very slightly slow down. Honestly, really enjoy it. After last week when we went to Cornwall, I really am considering a full-on move there. I'm not talking holiday home, I'm talking moving our entire lives there. And maybe not now, but maybe in a few years. I just feel a certain type of way when I go to Cornwall. It really does something to my soul. And ever since we left that day, when we were leaving in the car and I was like, Alex, I'm not ready to go. I just felt so sad that we were leaving, and I never really ever feel like that off trips. I'm always excited to get back. But I think because we had the dog with us, there was nothing to necessarily get back for. It was beautiful weather and we had to leave, and yeah, I just wish we hadn't needed to leave, really. I genuinely, now I'm not to say this, I think about going back every single day recently. Every day I think, oh, I wonder if we could do another trip to Cornwall this summer. Like, try and fit one more in, just drive down again. Because it's not too bad, the drive, if you get a good drive. If you get a good non-traffic day. I think I've really started to understand the need for real balance. And something I ask myself, this is going to sound really deep now, sorry to get so deep, but something I do ask myself, probably on the weekly, well, maybe not quite weekly, probably every other week now. I ask myself, like, what is, like, the reason? What is, like, the purpose of life? So it's such a deep question, isn't it? But often I'm like, I need to be making the most of every day and really enjoying every day, and because I really do think that the point of life is to enjoy the time you have. I really just think that that is the purpose overall. So that's what I'm kind of just going for, and I'm like, well, how could I enjoy life more than I am? Apart from it can just see me living by the coast, walking on the beach every day with the dog, taking up surfing. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just feeling a very funny place at the moment, and Alex keeps saying to me, like, let's try and ride this feeling out a bit until next year and see what happens, and then we can go from there. And I'm like, yeah, okay. But yeah, I just feel a bit strange at the moment. I just feel a little bit unsettled, and I don't know why. But like I say, when it comes to balance and wanting balance and finding balance, I'm starting to find it, and because I'm starting to find it, that is what is changing my feelings on everything. And you know what? This is the reason why for so many years I didn't want to let myself slow down, because I had a feeling inside that if I let myself slow down a bit, I would enjoy it far too much and I would not want to go faster again. I think I'm just having a bit of a blip, and I'll be back to it, because there's still so much I want to do, like generally. So we will see. But yeah, that is currently kind of where I am mentally at the moment. Feeling a little bit lost, feeling a little bit unsure about what I want to do next and where we live. Sorry, this is a conversation you didn't ask for, but it's just so top and centre of my mind at the moment. Just thinking about like next steps. What is coming up? What is next? I think I've been through these kind of phases before, especially with social media and this job. It is such a pressure to look a certain way, to be a certain way, to portray an image. And it gets a bit exhausting, to be honest. Like, some days I just want to be super chilled and not worry about the pressures of it, and worry about if I'm failing or, you know, not doing well enough, or, you know, it'd be nice to take that pressure off a little bit. Oh, hi.
Going on, Charlie Brown.
Hi, husband. I'm nearly done now. I was just putting on a little bit of makeup.
Okay.
Although I've just made a right mess here. Yeah, to be honest, I think I'm just in a funk. I think I'm just in a bit of a funk at the moment, and I just need to get past it, get through it, get over it, get myself together. I think I'm just having one of those weeks where I'm just feeling so lackluster about myself. I think it's just one of those good old weeks. I have them every now and again, and it makes me question my entire life choices. Does anyone else do this? You just literally then question every single life choice. You want to uproot your entire family, move to the coast, start again, start a new career. That's like the headspace I'm in this week. Like total change. My hair is looking such a dry mess. You ready to go?
Yeah, you.
I am. Ready to go. Yeah, anyway, to round that up, just bear with me. I'm just having a little moment of self-doubt, and I'm just very unsure what to do with life, I think. Try and work it out soon, and then make some big life choices. No doubt, knowing me. I'm sure I'll be fine soon. I just have a few questions and queries about life, I think, to round up. I mean, I know I seem super jolly, by the way, right now about it, but actually it's really getting me down. So I'm just feeling so, just not sure where I am or what place I have right now. So I feel like I'm also not making sense. Anyway.